So welcome to the quarterfinal in the Open Division between forward Vienna and Brighton City from GB. Forward is here with a very big team. They have a lot of subs, and we already saw Brighton playing against insiders. They have a rather short roster, but they managed to come back in this game to win against insiders. The insiders, the Austrian champions, they beat the team we see here, Forward, in the final last year. Forward will start on so the pull is up. Forward with a new look, O-line. Leon Dorwitz on the disc. Matthias Neubauer, also known as Delay, with the initiation cut. Basti Ries turns over the disc. Lots of people on forward came over from D-line to play O-line. I think they're still in a phase where they're trying out some things. Brighton now threatening the end zone. There's a trouble call. Nice break throw. Let's scuba to the end zone.
First break, first point, first break. Brighton is up.
Yeah, like I said, the O-line for forward looks very different than last year. One of their main handlers, Jakob Taubald, is not playing this season, and Dominik Reuterer, another key offense handler, is injured at the moment. So some new people get a chance. On the field now, Michi Zellinger, veteran cutter for forward.
That's my age? No. Also.
Almost.
Almost. A short pull. Wind must have picked up a little bit.
Brighton poaching. Basti Ries gets the under and is looking to the end zone, but he swings back to Leon Dorwitz.
To nobody.
Another turnover. Nervous start by forward.
Extra setup. Oh,
Great put.
surprised myself. Well. And that's a second break. Brighton guys seem to like the cheer of the seagull girls.
I think in Brighton there actually are a lot of seagulls, so they are familiar with them. Yeah, forward has to find a way to get into this game. 2 unforced errors and the Brighton D-line offense just worked it into the end zone. And now, third try. A little bit of offside, but forward doesn't really care. Lewandowski with the disc to delay. Lorenz Zerlaut to Lewandowski. Felix Nemeth puts it deep into the wind. Another unforced error.
The hack was a little bit forced. There wasn't enough separation. The disc didn't went deep enough.
Yeah, I think he got caught in the wind. I don't think it was planned to be that slow. And Brighton just puts it deep. That's a perfect throw.
And it's a one pass.
And that's another highlight, Audi.
Yes.
Yeah, forward seems frustrated. Timeout. And Brighton celebrates the timeout, as they should. They have a perfect start in the game. 3 scores in a row.
So as we see, forward there's really many players. The moment I think just the whole line went in, and also in the next one, probably they will have to get in.
Yeah, and then they will have to rely on the defense. I just
the defense is actually one of the strengths of forward. So,
yeah. But that's a really big deficit. 3-0 down.
But we have also to say that most of the players that made this strength in the defense last year are now in the offense line, and they are just 3-0 down. And the defense that they made wasn't, at least for this long hack,
I just talked to
not good enough.
I just talked to Moritz Zellinger, who is out for the game. He's not playing anymore. He's normally on the O-line for forward 2. He told me that the defense was actually really good up until now in the tournament. But he also said the offense was working fine. So. To the break side, Adrian Ernst, and a nice put by Zerlaut, but too far. Another rush throw. Brighton taking their time. They have their hex set up. Fall on the throw.
Footwork, very good.
So forward advance down the break side,
And
very
that's
easy score. And the foot block might be exactly what they need to get into the game. Now they can bring out their D-line. Maybe we can mark the foot block down as a highlight.
yes.
So now the D-line gets out for the first time. Julian Mentz will pull. So forward is ready to pull. Brighton manages to get the disc to the center. They pull it deep. No, but this will.
No,
Yeah,
they looked at the line and then it was out.
yeah, but I think he had to look at the line. It was
Yeah.
very hard to catch it inside. There was a chance, and he did his best, but it was a turnover. So forward with a chance to get a break back. Tobi Doppelbauer with the disc to Schnigi Dragačnik. He switched over from the O-line to the D-line. Stall out.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. Defense by forward. Daniel Stumpfall came up with the defense. Julian Mentz now with the disc, and he sends it deep. Little lucky, and they pull it to the end zone. Oh!
And they made it.
So 3-2. Forward with 2 points in a row. Miroslav Stankovic came up with the disc in the end zone. He's another new player for forward this year. He just moved to Vienna from the Slovak Republic. And yeah, he's playing on the D-line for forward now. Came up with the score. And Brighton now playing into the wind. Florian Kain on the mark, very, very aggressive. Fitzpatrick just holds on. Daniel Stumfall with the disc to Schniegler-Gatschnik. On to Miha Pak, looks up the deep option. Schnigi with the disc, the stack is very deep, foul called. This game is very physical, I have to say.
Timeout.
Yeah, lots of body contact, some calls. I think up until now both teams are okay with it, but it's noticeable more than the last games. And you can see the coaches outside of the huddle discussing with veteran Michi Zellinger what to do next. And it always seems like forward are twice as many people as Brighton. So forward out of the timeout with a chance to make it 3-3. And they have lots of sideline support. I can see Jan Novak too. I'm not sure if he will be playing this year. He had lots of troubles with his knee. I think he tore his crucial ligaments twice in a row. So we'll see. Daniel Stumfall with the initiation cut, looking off his options. Brighton is poaching the unders. Stefan Cismazia zu Schniegler-Gatschnik. Back to Stefan. Inside break. They keep possession, very calm. Schnigi to Daniel Stumpfall. And they score Flokine in a tiny window. I actually don't know the name of the number 6. He's a new player that joined forward last summer. He's from Germany. I don't know his name, but he is one of the key players now on D-line.
So forward is back into the game.
Forward scored 3 in a row. Yeah, and forward can now field players that haven't played a point up until now. That has to be really tough for Brighton. Brighton take the time before they signal to be ready to receive the pull.
Actually, it's quite an economic way to play, so that you don't need to run this. It helps also if you have a quite smaller squad to save energies.
Brighton hits the under. There's a call. Violation. Nice beat by Julian Menz, but Brighton keeps possession. They manage to get to the center of the field. Doppelbauer on the mark. There's a player open, and they put it deep. Yeah, this one will sail out as well. But there is a call in the backfield. I just heard that Jan Novak will not play this season. He'll start a comeback next year. So no Jan Novak with forward for this year. And
there's a call on the field.
Yeah, call on the throw. I think it's a foul call. Turn stance.
Both team very fair. We might have had an interruption in the streaming a couple of minutes before. Sorry for that.
Forward tried to get out of the corner, but Brighton doesn't really care about the thrower. 2 layouts in a row. Forward has to calm down a little bit with their throws. Great pass to the break side with a lot of vision, and they put it deep to Stankovic again. Perfect throw. Forward goes up with 4 points in a row, 4-3. Yeah, huge momentum swing in this game. Forward 3-0 down, and now they're up 4-3. And they keep their defense on the field, which seems to be the stronger line.
Yes. Well, we said that defense is the strength of forward. Actually, yeah. Principle, the offense had just the problem that they were doing a lot of unforced mistakes.
Yeah, 3 in a row, which led to 3 points by Brighton, and another pull by Mainz. They're actually not swapping a lot of players on the D-line, coming out with almost the same setup. They managed to control the flow of Brighton.
Wow.
Yeah, great throw. And there's the deep throw open, but it's in the air. Might be a chance. So, contact. So if I understood correctly, he signed for the contested foul immediately, which is a little bit strange. And that's the outcome, contested foul.
You can see it on the replay.
There was some body contact for sure. Brighton trying to center the disc. Nice layout bit. Brighton keeps the disc. Another layout bit. Forwards. Defensive pressure is growing. What a great throw to the break side. Brighton in front of the end zone. And they go up 4-3.
I like that point.
It's 4-4 actually.
I like this outside side-on break. It's gonna be on the highlight.
The outside side-arm that comes down on the break side. It's a very efficient throw. Somewhat of a Japanese style. So Brighton scores to make it 4-4, and we have a game. Very exciting up until now. Brighton couldn't capitalize on the bad start from forward, but they just scored with their offense.
Yeah, well, this side-on blade, let's say, in the close side, is actually a very efficient throw. You can throw it almost only without wind. I saw it the first time this year. The team Sun from France was using it in a bubble tournament in Budapest, and they really were getting free all the time, and they were playing, looking at that throw, leaving that space open so that the thrower from one side, coast to coast, into the close side, so could throw that throw.
Brighton taking away the unders on The initiation now. Delay has the disc. Up to Sebastian Ries. He looks up off Salinger. Delay again to the brake side. Travel call. Travel by Leo. I just can't remember his last name now. He's a new player on forward 2. He is from Venezuela and just started to play with forward this season. Forward, with the disc. Leo to Basti Ries. Basti with the give and go.
A little bit short, so no, but the scuba is effective. So now I think that forward found back their confidence. Hammer, scuba,
Into the wind, both.
They feel good.
Yeah, so now they bring out the D-line, and Brighton has to try to score into the wind. On the last point, the D-line managed to pressure them a lot. Dragachnik with the pull, comes down in the end zone. Forward tries to control the handlers. Nice grab. Nice Badlow. Forward sideline is very loud. And forward is clogging the throwing lanes to the front. Now the gets a throw through. And there's a pick in the middle of the field. The forward tries to stop the Hex handler resets with some poaches, especially denying them to throw up the middle. Almost a defense. Another contested catch. And they put it deep. This time Noah Mitchell cannot make up the deficit, and Brighton make it 5-all. So the game calmed down a lot. Now the O-lines managed to score their points.
Even though also the previous point there was a turnover. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was. I don't think so.
Ah, okay. That was good.
Nemec catches the pull to Leon Davids. Kick foul. I can understand the call. The Brighton player was jumping into the lane where Delay was cutting, and he had to actively avoid contact. Yeah, his style of cutting in front of the stack leads to situations like that, but yeah, that's the way he does it, and how he gets into good positions for the long throws. And now we can see several people showing what just happened. I think it's a very legitimate call. Maybe he called it a little late, but yeah, we'll have to come to a conclusion.
Fortunately. You see that? So the try.
Yeah, he jumped in the lane in front of him, and he had to actively avoid contact. Yeah, but he waited for like 2 seconds to call it. Yeah. Okay, but this goes back forward with the disc. They reset it to Nemeth, and he hits the break side to Doppelbauer to Delay. He centers it to Leo. Nice reset cut by Davids. Hits the break side to Zellinger to the middle. Doppelbauer to Nemeth. Nice inside break. Doppelbauer looks off the deep options. And Delay now with the disc in front of the end zone. Takes the safe option and forward score after several passes in front of the end zone. In the end, the veteran Zellinger with the score.
So 6-5.
Forward is ready to pull. And they bring lots of handler defenders. I would say four of them at least are somewhat specialized handler defenders. Another throw into a tight window by Brighton. Upline.
Really didn't expect the pass.
Yeah, exactly. Dragacnik with the disc. Doppelball zu Stummvoll.
Oh, no!
Stankovic picks it up. Mans to Dragacnik. Break to the end zone.
That's the break again.
Yeah, miscommunication by Brighton leads to a turnover, and forward capitalizes. The offense of the forward D-line is very impressive, I have to say. They, in past years, they were really run and gun, pick it up and put it deep, but they work it into the end zone with lots and lots of short passes.
Yeah, they know how to move it. They play it safe, and we have timeout for Brighton.
Yeah, for Brighton now they almost have to score. Otherwise, forward would go into halftime with an 8-5 lead after they were down 3-0. And you know their spirits are up. They are really confident in their defense, and rightfully so.
Anyway, we saw Brighton coming back already various times in this tournament. So we know that they are really a big character, and let's see if they have the strength also to get back this time.
Yeah, but we witnessed a comeback against Insiders, but forward is playing a very different game than Insiders was. Insiders was really relying on the deep shots, and forward isn't that much. They tried that style in the beginning with basically there was only one hack that didn't connect, but yeah, since then they work hard for their 0 points, a lot of undercuts, great put over the shoulder and the hammer cross field.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that was a very good 0 point. Tough throws, but they could execute them. We have everything, high release backhand, down the line, crossfield, hammer and crossfield outside sidearm. If you can connect on these throws, it's very hard to defend. Brighton is ready, forward with the option.
Very short pull. Let's see if forward can use it. Yeah, it's gonna use it with a hammer and a hammer point from the middle of the field. How many? 40 meters hammer.
Almost 40 meters. Yeah,
I would put it in the head.
I think they just want to show them, oh, we have the throws too, and we can go over the top. So one pass point to get us to halftime. Forward is up 8-6. Felix Nemetz, also known as Nemo, with the throw to Sebastian Ries, who started to coach forward this year. And forward will bring out their D-line for the start of the second half, which is how they like it, I think.
Forward starting on D in this second half, with the wind picking up a little bit more from right to the left from the camera position. Great tack. And almost did not expect the pass. Number 7 just threw while his playmate was not looking, and great reaction that leads to 8-7 for forward.
So Brighton capitalizes on the 0 point after half. and
yeah, they had a really good arc. With this X offense, you have just 2 people deep, so a lot of space in the backfield. With the right throwers, they don't even need to be too much in the power position. If they have an open side shot, they can use it to get this 50 meters passes, and then it's very easy to make the point.
so now the forward O-line playing into the wind. Oh,
That's gonna be.
I think that one went through the legs. Oh, and somebody even touched it, but forward manages to get out of the end zone.
A little bit of trouble.
Second try. Brighton was also somewhat surprised by how good the pull was. A high hug into the wind. Yeah, I think he'll want to have that one back. Brighton with the chance to make it 8-8. Butler with the disc.
And that's an upline pass for 8-8.
So Brighton makes it 8-8. Still close.
Yeah, nice game. Tight game. Now both teams are really giving the maximum. There are some problems, of course, because of the wind that picked up in the last, in the second half of the game, actually.
Yeah, forward should have the advantage of having lots more legs. And yeah, but doesn't really help if the O-line doesn't convert their points. But now they have another chance. This time they managed to stop the pull. And Dovitz with the disc. Great grab.
What was that? It was a little bit too fast thrown. They had a lot of space, actually, 2 people, but there was just one deep from.
The uplines are killing forward right now. Reese tries to go up for the disc.
No, and second chance. Ah, they caught it.
Yeah, they caught it.
And they are hugging each other.
So, another unforced error by forward.
Yeah. And a lucky catch, we have to say, because it picked up the wind, and in the second chance, the backup caught it.
Yeah, the effort by Brighton pays off. Another bad start in the half, much like in the first half for the forward offense. 2 unforced throwaways in a row. At this point, Sebastian Rees, after a great grab, just threw it away, and Brighton capitalized, even if they were a little lucky.
Yeah, of course. Psychologically, some forced mistakes. They really killed the
confidence. They will have to expend a lot of energy again to get into the game, but first they have to get their D-line out. So they have to score to have the D-line take the field. Taking what Brighton is giving them, easy reset, and a hack into the wind from Torwitz to Rapotnik. Yeah, very good defense. I think Nico Rapotnik had a chance to go for this, but was too hesitant.
Yeah, well, also this was not deep enough, so
it was not a good throw.
Yeah.
And Brighton just puts it deep. Good throw, no one there from forward. Timeout.
Forest getting the forwards often, at least getting the trouble to cover these long passes, so they don't actually expect. Even though they should, because they've done it already various times, the long hack just out of the static position.
Yeah, and with the wind in the back, it's the thing to do.
Exactly.
So, timeout. It's over. Brighton in front of the end zone. Forward needs to stop. Disc is in. Brighton swings it immediately, and they will try to get into the end zone with the handlers. Oh, but
good defense. Good attention.
Doppelbauer knew what they were planning all along. Rapotnik to Nemo to delay, just grabs it.
Oh! No. Yeah,
this one didn't come out like he wanted it to.
Yeah, definitely not. Just hit the man.
Yeah, and Adrian Ernst almost with a chance. Now we have the very same situation. And this time Brighton takes advantage and goes up 10-8.
So yeah, they had a lead of 8-6 at the halftime. and now they are down. No, 8-6. They were at the half time or 8-7. 8-6, I think.
Yeah, it was 8-6. So 4 points in a row.
4 points in a row.
So another huge swing in this game. After both D-lines are very good. When they are on the field, they score some points in a row. And
yeah, but this in this case, I mean, of course, the D is making a good job because this XD, because they are also not only playing the XO but also the X defense. It's a sort of zone with a lot of switches actually, and takes out a lot of space for forward that needs to walk it through.
Yes, and at the moment they don't have the patience.
Yeah, and they just make some fourth mistake. We see here the pool.
Ernst with the disc to Ries. Brighton tries to clog the middle, but they're not really successful. Doppelbauer fakes a deep shot.
Oh, but throws it directly into the poach. Yeah, they are really having troubles in.
This was a concentration error again. Very ambitious.
Against the wind. Oh, that's for the highlight. We can put it then afterward.
But I think we should cut out the throw, maybe only the catch.
Well, no, also the throw. So bravery, you can buy it.
No handler back, but they managed to reset the disc. Brighton threatening the end zone again. Another scuba. This one is a lot better. And forward need another huge run to get back into the game. I'll check the clock. How long this game will last. So 6 more minutes. So forward has to score basically all the points now, which they're capable of.
Sure, but it's gonna be hard, especially if they continue to throw the disc into the poaches.
Timeout. Takes 2 more minutes off the clock. The horn for last 5 minutes should sound any second now.
So
it's
5 minutes now.
And Brighton is about to eliminate the last Austrian Open team.
Yeah, the man team here didn't play that well.
And Brighton's actually playing playing much better than they played
Say
against
Lilliput.
Lilliput.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be our running gag. We love Lilliput.
I actually thought that the Czech Republic thing was a lot funnier. Oh no, it's Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia, yeah.
Yeah, Brighton manages to stop forwards' plan again. They are stuck on the sideline and have success with the hammer. Davids in power position and wisely doesn't pass into the poach. Nemeth with the distal sideline to Rabotnik, to Rees, and delay and Rees, Spasiris score and forward brings out the O-line with 2-point deficit. 11-9 for Brighton. 3 more minutes to play. So let's see if forward is capable of making it a close game.
And they need now 2 quick defenses.
They just need 3 points in a row. I think they can take that time. It will be hard, nevertheless.
Yeah, we don't have anything else to do after this game, so we can enjoy the other half an hour of Ultimate.
We can. I can wait for 10 minutes more for my pizza. So D-line had a lot of time to relax and get angry, mainly angry at their own O-line, I think. A little bit, maybe.
They are mature enough.
And
Forward definitely developed from a group of individuals to a real strong team that pushes each other. So it's definitely not a problem that if somebody makes some mistakes, then they have a good culture.
and Brighton has trouble to connect on the first pass. And they throw the hammer and Stumpf with the defense. Yeah, that's how they want it to be. Doppelbauer to Stumpf. And the easy pass to the end zone to Flo Kain.
That's the first break that we were looking for. And 1 minute to go. So probably the next point will be.
So now the score is 10-11. Forward can bring out the D-line again.
So now we have still time to make a bet. Do you think that they will turn around the game?
I'm certain of it.
Oh, wow. So you are going to bet your pizza tonight?
No, no way.
No, I would like to see a universe point as a perfect conclusion of this long day at the Vienna spring break. So let's see if they can make the difference
I want to
again.
see an Austrian team tomorrow in semi-finals, so I'm really hoping that they can pull it off. But up until now, I think Brighton might be more deserving. We just heard the sound for end of the 70 minutes. So after this point, we'll add one to score. Brighton moving the disc. Nice inside break and they attack the end zone and make it 12-11. So game to 13. Forward needs 3 scores in a row.
So 12-10. So the offense line, let's see, that did not perform the best in the second half.
And if you have a look at the flags, the wind almost died down completely.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's.
So your hope is that they are not really having problems in hacking it long and
I don't
making
think
a good, perfect pass.
they are capable even in the wind, but I think Brighton is shutting down all the deep options. They always back the last one, and they are very efficient at that. And on the other hand, they managed to shut down the first option. Now a must score point for the forward O-line to give the D-line a chance to win the game. Davids looks up off the first option. Ernst zu Zerlaut to Neubauer.
Oh, that's again a little bit too fast.
Yeah, against the
Running direction, yeah.
against the wrong direction. Nice try actually to get to the disc, but he couldn't hold on to it. Brighton dumps. Stollard call. So I think the issue is when the disc.
And I think it's a traveling. It's a travel call. Contested travel.
Little breather for both teams. So in this break, I can tell you some results.
Yes, please.
From quarterfinals, Jaka beat Box 10-11.
Whoa!
Bristol women beat Iceni 15-6. Mantis beat SIG 12-10. And Fui is in the semi-final too, or Fui or FreeSB, however you want to call them. They won 15-8 if I saw it correctly against Yellow Block.
So Box is not in the semi. Too bad. I thought that they could have made.
Brighton's taking the time. Nice throw from the knees and they throw it away. It's another chance for the forward O-line. They move the disc very quickly. They have to go back. Oh, what a grab! That's why he wears the gloves. And in the end, the easy pass to the end zone to Sebastian Ries. So the forward D-line only has to score twice in a row to win it. So that's doable after what we saw in this game.
Now I want just to see the
universe point.
The universe point. And then if you go to the universe point, the team starting defense normally wins. Especially if he has also scored a break before.
So the forward D-line is ready. Julian Mentz with the pull. It's a nice floaty pull. Felix Barlow on the disc right now. Didn't play lots of points, but he's on the field now. There's trouble to find somebody. Oh, great grab. Butler came down with the disc. Oh, that's a call. Yeah, that was a really nice grab for our highlights.
Yes, 38.
Yeah, actually a lot of pressure for the first throw, and I think that was at least stall 8 and a somewhat risky option. Now the disc is back in the game. Oh, another layout. Dragachnik and the Haki deep, and Schulto comes up with another defense.
So now they have the chance for the tie. And they deserved it, because that was really 2 times really very, very close, and at the second time they got it.
Almost every pass was contested. There was a lot of pressure. They really show that they desperately want to win this game and want to stay in the tournament. Upline cut. To the side, to the break side. Julian Mentz puts it deep to Sebastian Ries, but the disc will sail out. Ries switched to the D-line for this point. One of the best athletes for forward, and he has the throws too. But now they'll have to get it back again. Yeah, I think this is the last game that's still going on, so we picked the right one to stream. Schniegel with another layout bit. Oh, and missed. Very casually. And almost.
And I have now my universe point.
Oh, turnover.
No.
Oh yeah, Sebastian Ries just signaled it.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a turnover.
Yeah, turnover. Tried to milk it into the end zone. It was not a perfect throw, but catchable, and he almost had too much time. And this might be a costly mistake. The forward dealer has to get it back again after a present by Brighton. But the pressure of forward is still on. Brighton passing just in their end zone. No easy options. Just patience. And another high stall count. They put it deep. Mance is there. Can he come down with the disc? Oh, what a grab. And another hammer.
This is better.
Oh, there's a call. I think it's a retracted stall out. Play continues after the stoppage with chance for forward to make it 12 all. Schniegler with the disc and another hammer.
Well, now there's no wind. And against the kind of defense
Sebastian
that the
Rees
hammer, of course,
has
is
the
much
disc.
better.
And to the break side, oh, it's floating, but another drop.
No. Now they are making it them a little bit too easy. I mean, they're doing really a great job in the defense.
And they put it in immediately. Stummfall is there, a tiny bump, but it's out anyway. Both players are actually okay with that. Yeah, and I think at the moment lots of people that are waiting for their pizza and their other food are watching the drama in this quarterfinal. Schniegler walking it up. Get it to the break side. Schnigi has a disc save, fakes the hammer. Great pass. Another hammer.
The reverted hammer. Okay, we are in another.
They only catch the hard ones. Patience in front of the answer. Stummfall with the disc. Brighton player falls down.
No! So now that's even better than a universe point, I must say.
Just wait for the universe point.
Yeah.
But
so they scored already 3 times this point.
Yeah.
So
How long can forward keep up the immense pressure on defense when they make easy mistakes on offense to kill all their work? Now Brighton again, and they put it deep.
Now there are 2 against 1
with the disc, and another turnover. Both players were trying to get to the disc. There was some contact, but no call. Forward has the 5th chance in this point. Has 5th or 6th chance. And hammer. Top ball with the disc. To Dragachnik. To Stummfall. Manages to the total line. Forward still with the disc.
Oh, it's slow.
Sebastian Rees puts it up line. Oh, he can make it to the end zone. And it's universe.
Yoo-hoo!
forward team just stormed the line. That was really a crazy point. So after a very windy Saturday, right now the wind died down completely. There is no wind at all. All the hammers that we just saw in this point show that clearly. But if you look at the flags,
Yeah,
there's no wind at all at the moment. So perfect conditions for the Brighton O-line.
well, that also before there was the perfect condition, but they could just manage to throw the long one. They had no alternatives.
I think-
Forward put so much pressure on all the cuts under, and the long ones were also very, very well covered. So now forward had made 3 points, or now 2 points now in a row.
Yes. Forward D-line has now the chance to win the game.
Yeah.
And
And now they are putting the D line that of last year, plus Sebastian.
yeah, exactly.
And Doppelbauer,
Nemo
yeah.
is on the line. Lorenz Zerlaut switched over from the O-line. And Sebastian Lee stays on the field. I have to mention that I think he called down his drop himself. I don't think that anybody else would have called it down. Yeah, that's fair play, even in a very decisive point. And forward trying. Oh, great grab. Brighton puts it deep. Sebastian Ries is there. Oh! This deep shot is perfect.
It's nice. And that's this defense also deserves a highlight.
Yeah, great fight by forward, but in the end, Brighton goes on to semi-finals. They just stuck to the deep game, and this throw was perfect. So Brighton made it to semis, and forward will play for 5th place tomorrow. So definitely no more forward on the live stream, but there is a chance that we see Brighton again. Yeah.
Yeah, you are sad. I'm also a little bit sad.
I'm sad, but this game was really amazing, especially the last 10 minutes, and yeah, it was really exciting.
I think that actually forward was a better team, but they made far too many mistakes to win this game. So they, at the end, this loss reflects actually the better constant that Brighton showed in this game, in this tournament.
Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow.
Yes, of course, at 9 o'clock with the first semi-final that we don't know yet, which will be very probably not the game between Brighton and their opponent, but somebody else. Stay tuned.
It's the women's semi-final first.
Now, women's semi-final is the second game tomorrow. The first game.
Okay, in the women's semi-final, we will stream Mantis against Bristol. When if I can read that correctly, so the French semi-final will not be streamed between Yaka and Lilliput. I don't know anymore. And we'll let you know which open semi-final we'll stream. Tomorrow Matt Clark will be with us.
Yes, and Sarah probably will join us again for the women games. And from Audi and
Peter,
we wish you good night and see you tomorrow.
Papa. Oh.